Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
They really are. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the chat, the audience, the gatekeepers, you're in charge. Although this week I've been in charge. You guys have seemed to be fine with what I'm putting out. You haven't decided to take the wheel and steer me into an iceberg, but that's fine. That's fine. I know it's going to happen again sooner or later. Anyway, hope you guys are doing all right. It is Thursday. I'm a wreck. Very easily to say that because, I remember I told you yesterday I was going to go get a new mattress because the one I had, these things only last about 3 months at best. And they pop a hole. I'll go get a new one. I have a routine. Horrible, terrible, sad routine. So I went out, got a new one. It was a dud. It's a dud. It also has a hole somewhere that I couldn't find or a leak or something. So last night was the exact same as yesterday. Now I can exchange it, but that kind of ruins my system. Nope. I get one. I have it for about 3 months, and right before it ends, I exchange it for a new one. So I generally get one for free, and I get a 4 to 6 month window of these things. Oh no, I got to take this one back right away today. So I had another one of those nights where I woke up literally every hour to reinflate the damn thing. So I'm this right now with tension and stress, and I got sleep, but it ain't sleep. So I had the exact same night 2 nights ago. I'm feeling better. You can hear it. My voice is doing better. I'm still hawking things up on occasion, but I'm not coughing as much. So I'm doing better, but I really would have liked a nice, real sleep last night. Would have been great, but I didn't get it. So I think it's appropriate that I didn't get a lot of sleep and that we're going to be reacting to some super shit today. Because we got a show, guys. We got a show. Supergirl teaser trailer dropped about an hour ago. I watched it as soon as it dropped. And, oh, boy. I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know it was going to have the angle it took to being bad. I didn't know. Everybody knows now. Now the shills in the stands, they love it. They're over the moon. Oh, Millie Alcock's Kara, she's so hard. Oh, she's aura farming. That kind of crap. So we're gonna get into that. We're not gonna react to it because I've already watched it. So it's gonna be a breakdown because also we can't play DCU trailers because WB has a penis up its ass. And it doesn't like it. So they claim and they do all kinds of nested. So we're just going to go frame by frame. We'll go frame by frame, break it down. Also, I have another article we're going to go over for my choices. But other than that, as always, the show belongs to you, the chat, the gatekeepers. $10 to order an Adam rant on just about anything. And now that I'm essentially back at full strength throat-wise, we can yell and scream all we want. $10, no, $15, excuse me. $15 also gets you ask me a question. I will tell you no lies. We'll have a discussion, all of us together. I like those. They're my favorite. We sit down, we talk about something, and we tend to nerd out. I love them because we tend to nerd out, and I love nerding out. $50 also gets you an instant hot take reaction on an article we may see in the news that I may not be covering. When you say, hey, boomer, talk about this. Or one you may have found that I might not know about, you want me to talk about. And then $35 gets you chat. Made me watch this reviews. We just completed one yesterday, Southland Tales. And that and a couple others still need to be uploaded, but I'll get to it. The point is I do it here live on stream for you guys. That's the deal. An episode of television or a movie of your choice. You always got to give me a little time. We're working on other ideas maybe, but other than that, and all tips, donations, memberships go to the monthly tier. Well, this month's tier, excuse me. I put this month's tier of the Be Merry tier or the Be a Grinch tier. For every $100 in each tier, I must either be married to somebody till Christmas or a Grinch. Or if you give now, if you choose that when you get to each tier, it's a discussion for you guys, those mainly who contributed to it. But if you drop a flat hundy, you get to choose immediately who it is. And of course, you can reverse it. One can reverse the other. And for every extra $50, I have to be either extra supportive or extra bullying. If I fail to do that at any time on an interaction on social media, I must suffer a penalty of an extra hour added to that which I owe for Party Animals whenever they decide to schedule that, because I don't schedule that because I hate that game. That game kills my soul. What's left of it. So those are the rules. We stick to them. We play by them. And I hope you guys enjoy them. You've enjoyed it so far. I got to be nice to my best friend ever, Dermy, whenever I talk to him online. And then I got to be mean. I owe 3.5 hours on Party Animals. 3.5 hours. That's how much I owe. And until somebody schedules it, I don't got to pay that off. Not my job to schedule a Party Animals stream. It's my punishment. And I'm not going to schedule my own punishment. Anywho, what do we got today? As I said, we're going to break down the Supergirl teaser trailer. We're going to do that first while you guys settle in, decide how you want to make me suffer. And then we're going to do the news. And then we're going to go over my other thing that I want to talk about that's in the news. So we'll get to all that. So why don't we get started? If you guys are ready for it, why don't we get started? Let's tackle that Supergirl trailer. Let's bring it up. I got it right here. Supergirl. James Gunn's Supergirl. And yes, we know James Gunn didn't direct this. James Gunn didn't write it. Some stupid whammons and a dude whose name I don't know directed and wrote it. But James Gunn is executive producer, and he is the president of DC Studios. He's the head. So he's got his booger fingers all over this. And you can tell immediately. You can tell notes, this and that. And let's be honest, they're adapting it off of Tom King's trash Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. We got this teaser, and it is everything bad we knew it would be. Here we go. So it opens in what I assume is Kara's apartment or trailer or something. And music is playing. And now, of course, everybody yelled, Adam, you know who Blondie is? Okay, of course I recognize this song. I just don't know who Blondie is. And I don't always know the songs associated with the bands. I don't always know that. Anyway, so we do this, and we get Crypto. Here's Crypto knocking over a somewhat empty bottle of alcohol, because guess what? It appears they're on Earth. It has to be Earth. And she's hungover, which would not be impossible. I mean, which would be impossible. Excuse me. Which would be impossible because yellow sun metabolism, alcohol wouldn't affect her. But no, she's hungover. So here's Crypto. And there was a rumor. We read a breakdown of the trailer before this last week of what it would entail, that Crypto would be pissing on something. Well, newsflash. Pisses on a newspaper article of Superman. This is not an accident right here. This is done on purpose. This is the disrespect and the disdain I talked about when we looked at the poster just yesterday. If you respect Superman as a character, if you enjoy heroism and look for it and want to put it up there as something that people should aspire to, you do not have Crypto the Superdog pissing on a picture of Superman who gets that headline, big headline, while Supergirl just rescues some cats because she's disillusioned. Then, and this is where we're going to get to now. This trailer, I'll tell you now, this trailer is about, I see it, depression and nihilism. That's what this trailer is about. Depression and nihilism. We'll get to that. So then, of course, here's Kara. Oh, good. At least you hit drunk and hungover. Oh, you hit the paper this time. That's good. So here we go. Kara Zor-El is a slob, a pig, and I could smell her. I could smell her all the way over here. And you know what? I might get hate for this. Millie Alcock ain't all that. She ain't all that. She's not. And the dialogue she's given, her performances in this is not some sort of stellar acting front page debut. She is not that great. She's not. Now, it's her 23rd birthday. And she's basically saying, yay, I'm 23. And it's not going to be a great year because she's depressed. This trailer is going to show us that she's depressed because of course she was there. We know she was there when she saw the end of Krypton. Because there'll be a line later on. I'll get to it when we see it. But how essentially, I'm still suffering over the death of Krypton. Because my world is gone. So here I am all these years later. And as I said, it's depression. She's obviously depressed and constantly drowns herself in alcohol and debauchery. Don't tell me she ain't gotten effed in many holes with this kind of behavior. Don't tell me. So she got some ship showing up to pick her up. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this is some other world where she's getting picked up after her debauchery. Who knows? Have no idea. And she's going to get on board and maybe go home. And here she is talking about, yay, I'm celebrating my birthday. Let's go back to what I talked about yesterday when we talked about the poster and the era of Kara Zor-El that people want. Super positive, energetic, hopeful. No, this is a depressed young woman who's drinking and probably effing her worries away. That's what this is. Disrespect to the character. Disrespect all around. But it's so cool. She's edgy. And the music's playing. It's based on Tom King's work because according to the Shows of the Stands, that's peak Supergirl. No, it isn't. Dre talked about that last week. It is not. So she's partying away. Here, let's go. There's just dancing, partying away. Problem is now she's going to get involved in something. And this girl here, who's the girl that wherever she is, she's protecting this girl. And it's supposed to ask her, I didn't know any of you Kryptonians were left alive. And it's going to lead to a line like, well, no, we're not real alive. Only 2 of us left. And she actually asks her at one point, I'll get to it now. She asks her at one point, what was it like to watch Krypton die? And again, I'm going to say, Millie Alcock, not all that, dude. Not all that. I'm sorry. Not all that. What was it like to watch Krypton die in a day? And then here's the hard line they all think is so great. Krypton did not die in a day. The gods were not that kind. Oh, that is just so mundane and bland. Because of course it's talking about the corruption of Krypton. Oh, the corruption of Krypton. So are we gonna find out she knew about go out and F women, make babies, Superman, go make your harem? Go make your harem? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know. So she's going to be protecting this girl, and it's like, whoa, 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 everybody, hey, hold on. This is gonna end well for anybody. This isn't gonna end well for you guys. And then she's gonna she's not even wearing her super suit. She's in her trench coat and her gear. She's gonna kick everybody's ass. Of course, it's Supergirl. Of course, she can. But it's done. This is presented in a way that isn't heroic. And I want to harken back now to James Gunn talking about how all his DCU is going to be so positive as that. No, this is depressing and nihilistic. That line about Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are that's nihilistic. It's got nihilism all over it. It's depressing. All the guntards going, ours isn't depressing Snyderverse stuff. No, this is pretty depressing. Cloaked in upbeat, powerful anthem music. She's gonna kick everybody's ass, get a little scene here and there, and showing her just beating the crap out of people. And here's our main villain. Apparently, this is the main villain who in the comics was a ginger. Apparently, not here, just some dude covered in piercings. So cool and hip. Now I'm trying to find the right moment here. This is where she's asking her about Krypton dying and damage. So look, she's probably only going to be in her super suit towards the end, because here you can see her crying. Oh, she's so depressed. Why must we have a depressed Supergirl? People wanted to say guns stuff, and that's why people derided Snyder Bros and Snyderverse and Snyder Cuts, so like that. Yet they're going to cheer this on, that she's so depressed. Hypocrisy all around. Hypocrisy all around. And I'm just trying to get it, because it's a blink and you miss a moment. Blinking, you miss it. I think I already went by it anyway. Might even been right here. Yeah, I went by it. Sorry. Because blink and you miss it. Lobo. I tracked it before. I'm going to play this for a hot second, see if I can get. That was a shot of her, obviously, heat vision. Just let me see if I can find it here. I think it's coming up right now. I think it's right after this. There it is. There it is. There's the main man. Let's see if I can inch it forward. This is all you get of Momoa's Lobo. Oh, go back. That's all you get. Is all you get of Momoa's Lobo. And look, he is going to be clothed. He ain't going to be naked for the ladies. So there's Lobo. Now, how he fits into this, I don't know, because if I recall, I do not think he's in the original Tom King comic that they're adapting to make this crap. So they've inserted him some now. Of course, you can see he's smoking the cigar. Oh, look at that. Look at the cigar. He's going to obviously be hired to hunt down the girl, just like I predicted. Just as I predicted months ago, he will probably be hired to hunt down the girl that Kara is protecting. They'll have to fight it out. And then he's going to switch sides in the end, because that's the only play they have. Because there's no way Kara beats Lobo. There isn't. So then it's the final things. And then, of course, there she is. She'll be in her super suit at the end, guys. She'll be in her trench coat and shit for most of it until the very end, when she decides to maybe overcome her depression and be a hero. But it's a story of retardation. It's a story of nihilism. And there we are. Only in theaters, June 26th, whatever. So we go back to this right here, just to remind us. This is how it starts. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's a hero story. She's going to be at her bottommost, deepest, darkest moment and rise up. We don't need that kind of story from Supergirl. No, but what we want is happy fun, learning, growing, respecting her cousin, not disrespecting. This movie is going to do terribly. So we're saying it's going to make $700 million. It's going to make $1 billion. No, this movie is not going to do well. And yes, what we have here is obviously the hype for this. The likes are up 133 to 5.4. Let's refresh it. See if we get that. I think they're messing with the dislikes too. I've seen it go up and down. Stop. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. So yeah, I this movie's not going to do well. It will not. It will do it. It will do worse than Superman. Superman barely got $615 million. This movie will do poorly because you are not sending this to an audience that is interested. The audience that wants this aren't real fans. They're fake fans. They are stans. They believe anything the shill and the media tell them to believe. June 26th. Can't wait to be pissed off. Oh, Adam, you're unbiased. Yeah. I mean, Adam, you're biased. Yeah, I'm biased. Because you had a chance with Superman to earn my trust, to earn my goodwill, and you failed. So now you get me ready to hate this out of the gate. And I already hate this trailer. This trailer is nothing but disrespectful and hateful to heroes, heroism, and Superman. All right, we're done here. I wish I could have played it. I do wish I could have played it, but I cannot because we know I'm going to get hit. Fucking make babies. That's it. I don't know. It'll make more than Captain Marvel and the Marvel. Well, it'll make more than the Marvels. Captain Marvel made $1 billion because it was perfect marketing. This is insane. They're gonna push this one hard, but I think it's going to fall on a lot of deaf ears. Because remember, we know this very well. Marketing and social media interactions do not dictate or the social media interactions do not necessarily dictate success in the theaters. It doesn't. You can't be guaranteed that. Excuse me. So I will of course watch and review this. It'll happen. Unfortunately. But there we go. Supergirl teaser trailer. Now I bet we'll get a real trailer probably in January or February. We'll get a real trailer. And then you'll see a little more of Momoa's Lobo. But yeah, there we go. I don't have much more to say on that. We'll go over this again on Sunday. We'll go over it again on Sunday. We will. That's one way to look at it. Yeah. I mean, the defense of Supergirl right now already is insane. You combine the stands with the Millie Alcock simps. She's generational. If you've watched this trailer, nothing she does in her performance you see so far is generational. We don't even know what the range of Millie Alcock is. She's been in one freaking thing of note that anybody has seen. I mean, I don't know how much Momoa is. I don't know. Lobo is niche. Not everybody knows who Lobo is. Let's be honest. Nobody, people who, and the stands talk about, oh, here comes the main man. I doubt they knew who the main man was 10 minutes ago. As soon as it was announced that Momoa would be Lobo, that's when these assholes looked this shit up. So, well, remember, as we said, we admit Gunn didn't direct or write this movie, but he does have executive producer powers, and as the studio head, his notes will have influence. I don't think this is going to be an ensemble movie. Gunn leaves that for his own stuff. What I do think is that this movie will be a poorly written, scripted, directed piece of shit because the woman writing it is pathetic. She hasn't done good stuff. Okay, I'll make Sunday. All right, let's see. You guys have anything to direct me so far? No. Wow, it's been a dry week, hasn't it? Been a dry week. Anyway, so that's Supergirl. Why don't we get into the news? and then I'll do my other article after that. And we're going to come across it in the news, and I'll let you know. I'm going to back to that because that is a real story for today. So let's hit the refresh buttons, and we will get to the news. Oh, that's fresh. Yep, that's fresh. All right, here we go. News time. Okay, here we go. Max Amini sounds. I don't even know who that is. Assassin's Creed Netflix series cast Say Nothing star Lola Pettigrew. I don't even know who that is. And by doing that, I don't know how much that makes the Assassin's Creed show feel better to me. Excuse me. Disney CEO Bob Iger says Netflix's Warner Brothers deal may give streamer pricing leverage that might not necessarily be healthy. Oh, bobblehead. Bobblehead. You are the last person that should be talking about prices on anything right now. Timothy Chalamet to receive Spotlight Actor honor at Palm Springs International Film Awards. Dude, all right. I don't think Chalamet is that good an actor. I honestly don't. I don't like it that he is the new It thing. I don't. The other Bennett sister, First Look Richard E. Grant and Ruth Jones, played discerning parents in Pride and Prejudice spinoff. I do not care. Survival of the Thickest, Season 3. Ice-T, Wanda Sykes, Jenna Leons among guest stars. Wanda Sykes is a terrible human being and never funny. Not funny at all. Jennifer Garner starring in cryptocurrency comedy One Attempt Remaining for Netflix. Sure. I've never been into Jennifer Garner. It was during that first season of Alias. I gave it all I could, and I just could not connect. Gus Van Sant on making Dead Man's Wire, wanting to cast Tom Waits in Drugstore Cowboy and Robin Williams ad-libbing on Good Will Hunting. Well, I guess Gus Van Sant. He's had a lot of successes. Just one of those talking things. So this don't care. Supergirl trailer. Billy Alcock, DC hero. Crypto Peas. Look how Crypto Peas on Superman. They're so happy to put that up front. Beast Game Season 2 sets Survivor crossover with Jeff Probst. Oh, goddamn. I believe if we were in the real timeline, not this darkest timeline, Mr. Beast wouldn't be a thing. I believe that. I truly do. If we were in the proper timeline. Ted Season 2 says Peacock release date. Ugh, I don't like the Ted stuff. I don't. I'll say that. Friday Night Lights cast 20th anniversary reunion. Oh, really? Huh. London, I Love You anthology film set for 22/6. News Nation takes global view. Names Robert Sherman. International correspondent. Don't care. RuPaul's Drag Race. Can we please end this era of this drag bullshit? Can we end it? I'd love to. I would love to. Excuse me. Of course, I haven't coughed in the longest time, and we start streaming and the cough comes back. Probably because I'm talking a lot and drying out my throat. Okay. The Disney AI thing. That's my next article. So we're gonna put a pin in that one. Paramount thriller Little Disasters hooks us with Diane Kruger's anti-vaxxer mom, but abandons the most interesting themes. Taylor Swift showgirl. I don't care about Taylor Swift shit. Disney Inc.'s blockbuster. Okay, we can talk about that. Don't care if Sydney Sweeney and Ethan Hawke talk. Blah, blah, blah. Tyler Perry still making shit. Tyler Perry. Another guy who's never really that funny. Smart businessman, but not funny. Hijack Season 2. Idris Elba takes his hostage negotiation skills to a train instead of a plane. I don't even know these things. This must be I don't know where these things are because I don't know these things. All right, let's go one more in. No, just gonna skim it. No. South Park 28, Season 2, 28 finale. Yep. They just can't give that up, can they? 20 years later, 3 going forward with Sony. Alex Garland writing and Cillian Murphy in talks to return. I don't know. The thing about the last 20 years movie, that didn't do well. People were not happy with that. So I don't know why they're keeping going. Julie Louis Dreyfus back to a corner to reveal her 2015 cancer diagnosis after Veep. Oh well, listen. I'm sorry she has cancer. That means she's not a bitch. Let's see. Anything else here? No. All right, moving on. Well, Trump again weighs in, which he should not be doing on the Netflix Warner Brothers stuff. Should not be weighing in on that. All right, IGN. Let me blow my nose real quick. Excuse me. I think the meds I took earlier this morning are starting to wear off. Lords of the Fallen gets surprise version 2.5 update that reworks bosses, adds veteran mode. I mean, I'm not going to replay it. I'm not. GTA 6 developer Rockstar claims fired employees were dismissed for leaking specific game features from upcoming and unannounced titles, not because they were trying to unionize. I don't care. If Rockstar did fire them all for trying to unionize, good. All right. Superhero trailer. We'll talk about that. Blizzard officially sanctions World of Warcraft's flying houses. Okay. Justin Theroux on preparing to play Mr. House in Fallout Season 2. Watching the gameplay wasn't as helpful as you might think. Well, I'll be covering that. I don't know anything about Mr. House in New Vegas, so you'll get a normie take on a lot of this stuff, unfortunately. But we'll be reviewing that next week. Next week, Fallout Season 2, Episode 1. Again, the Disney AI deal. We'll get to that in a minute. Cillian Murphy, 20 years there, 2, 3, whatever, coming up, blah, blah, blah. Oni Press brings Matt Kint's Flux House imprint to Free Comic Book Day 2026. So what? Live action Skyrim trailer teases the Elder Scrolls 6 release year. Fans think. They think it's coming in 27. Is that it? Keep dreaming, guys. Kim Kardashian is in Fortnite. We still are in the darkest timeline. This was not done out of malice. Fake Shenmue 4 trailer creator issues a suit and go to jail. That's why. Monster Hunter Wild sets out to roadmap the improved performance on PC, starting with Title Update 4. I play it a couple times a week, so good, but I play it on console. Arrowhead has a prototype for Helldivers 2 Rogue Light mode, but will it ever see the light of day? Skyrim fans brand Switch 2 version a disaster after port arrives with performance issues. Wow, Bethesda game doesn't work. What a surprise. I mean, let's be serious here. Bethesda rolls out yet another Skyrim launch, this time for Switch 2. Why do they just use the PS4 port? Well, of course, they have to optimize it for the Switch, but there's no surprises here that Bethesda rolled out another stinker of a launch. Because guess what? Bethesda doesn't give a shit. Bethesda don't care. Tributes for prolific voice actor Jim Ward, who has died at age 66. 007 First Light League reveals music star will play new James Bond villain, and you'll never guess who it is. I don't care. It looks like Creative Assembly is announcing Total War Warhammer 40K at Game Awards. Yeah, the Game Awards are tonight. I guess we'll go over tomorrow what they had to say. Because I'm not going to watch it. I don't have an interest in the Game Awards. Jonathan Blow has an announcement of an announcement set for Game Awards. Again, why are we doing this? Excuse me. Bethesda really, really pleased with how well Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered performed. Todd Howard points at shadow drops when asked about potential Fallout 3 Remastered. I already talked about Bethesda. They're pathetic. They don't care. They're just gonna slop, and people will eat it up. That's the unfortunate thing. Tomb Raider suffers significant leak ahead of the Game Awards. A Tomb Raider game. Oh, okay. J. Law, Josh Hutcherson are back for Hunger Games: Sunrise Reaping, but isn't it a prequel? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't that a prequel? Yeah. Madagascar theatrical re-release. I doubt that's anything anybody asked for. And that's kind of it. In and out of a normal call, order 67 after memes. That's 670. I still don't fully get that. Okay, there we go. Park Place. Okay, we're going to attach that to our next discussion. And Trump should not be getting involved. Already said that. There it is again. Disney AI deal. Emit a safe read. Continues to be a dumb bitch. Hot, but a dumb bitch. Netflix considered buying Disney before pivoting to Warner Brothers. Yeah, I did look into that. It's kind of a nothing burger story. All it is that Netflix decided that because they couldn't come to a consensus internally on how to approach acquiring Disney, they gave up on it. But I think the more interesting is that Netflix could have afforded to buy out Disney. That's the more interesting point of it. The fact that they thought Disney was, they thought they could scoop it up. That would have been just as bad as anything else. I wouldn't have fixed Disney at all. All right, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. And we'll come back to that if you guys have anything you want to talk about. So I guess that leaves me to go into my next topic. My next topic, let me just zoom in a little bit here. And a little bit here. Okay. Well, there is something to be said about big corpos making. Whenever a corporation gets desperate, they'll do strange shit. At least that's how I see it. And we heard some chatter a little while ago. It was about, I think, a few weeks ago, maybe 3, 4, maybe a month ago, that Disney was going to allow people to mess around with AI and submit their creations to be put on Disney Plus. Of course, we all laughed at it. Not thinking that it wouldn't happen, just thinking, wow, this is desperate. And now we know the engine through which this will happen, because Disney has inked a deal with OpenAI Sora. $1 billion. Users of the AI video creation platform will now be able to create clips of 200 characters from Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars. Let's read this a little bit. Let's read this. See what's going on. And when it proved to be a milestone move for major Hollywood studios, Disney has decided to partner with OpenAI and invest $1 billion in Sam Altman-run artificial intelligence juggernaut, as well as ink a licensing deal that will allow users of its AI video creation platform, Sora, to create clips using iconic characters from Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars franchise. The 3-year deal signals that studios may look to embrace rather than fight AI startups that already allow users to infringe on their intellectual property. By this thinking, at least Hollywood companies are able to monetize their IP with lucrative licensing deals rather than see their businesses entirely disrupted with nothing to show for it. Or that ultimately destabilizes production and content creation side of the entertainment industry may be the question. Now, at the moment, we say this, Disney, as we saw a moment ago, they are accusing Google and their AI tools of AI copyright abuse. Disney has ignited one of the most explosive entertainment tech fights of the year, accusing Google of using AI to unlawfully copy and distribute characters in a massive scale. And now we know why. Because of this. Because they just made a deal with OpenAI and Sora. Let's go a little bit more. For now, short film creation is the deal of the day, and Disney Plus will now allow fan-inspired Sora short-form videos on its platform, a product ad that studio chief Bob Iger hinted at on November 13th, just a few weeks ago. Earnings call. An example is just included images of a fan with a lightsaber and a Star Wars garb, another fan surfing on a big wave with a stitch at the edge of the surfboard, and another fan at the starting line of a race next to a Pixar vehicle from Cars. The licensed character products launched on Sora ChatGPT images will debut in early 2026. Now, the important thing here is that it's allowing the fans to make use of images and characters in use that are not linked to, because we go further in here to tell us, not linked to actors or actresses, like this is images or voices. So it's essentially templates, meme templates, stormtroopers, the characters that are animated, those are all fair game. But nobody currently appearing in a Star Wars movie, a Disney live action movie, or their voices. So no appearances, no sound. So that's what it is. And what does this mean in the end? This is what I said at the beginning of this. This is a desperation. This is desperate Disney. I agree with the sentiment that's out there. They're out of ideas. They are now going to farm the regular viewing public for ideas to create stuff. Now, I do not believe in this article it says whether or not anybody gets paid if Disney uses it, because frankly, as I bet Disney sees it, the people just be happy to have their content premiered on Disney Plus with their name attached to it. That's all the payment you need, because now you're out there and people might take an interest. This is Disney pillaging people's ideas, because I bet dollars to donuts in whatever user agreement that everybody will click I agree to, because we don't read these. None of us read user agreements. We do not read them. I bet somewhere it says Disney Co., Disney Inc., whatever its official title is for tax purposes. Disney is not required to pay you or anybody for the use of your material if it is chosen to be put on air on Disney Plus. We are also not responsible for any ideas that we may get from that. We mean Disney. I guarantee this clip says that whatever they decide to take, that who created it first, there'll be something in the user agreement that says, sorry, we don't have to pay you anything. We could take your idea and make an IP out of it without your permission, because by hitting the user agreement, you gave us permission. I guarantee that's what's in there. And they're hoping to find something in there, some combining of something within all those IPs that will generate some form of viral clip that they can then think, okay, we can make this into something. But then they'll claim full ownership because you clicked on a user agreement that basically signed your rights away as a creator. To me, this is why it's so important to me that people remember, own your IPs. Don't let anybody else own a piece of your IP. Own your IP. This is going to be people willingly giving away their own ideas for IPs just so that they can have a 15 seconds of fame on Disney Plus. This is a big deal, though. This is a big deal. And it is a reminder that AI is a tool. AI is a tool. And Disney is doing, and in fact, I mean, whether we think this is desperate or not, this is smart. Disney is, what's the term I want to use? There's a term for this. They are farming out. They're basically using the widespread power of the internet to fuel this. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're using the entire mental power to create something. Disney doesn't have to do shit here. And it's smart, because there will be people who are willingly going to take part in this. They're willing to put their time, their effort, their good ideas into helping Disney. And they'll get nothing for it. That's the bottom line of this. So there you go. That's my take on this. We may come back to it later at another time, see how it goes. But this is why I said learn to use the tool. Could be something in there for you. But in this case, you learning to use it and then giving it away for free to Disney might not be the best idea. Good for Disney, bad for individuals who have ideas and IPs they want to create. So there it is. Oh boy, I know lots of people are gonna be screaming about this. I make it as big a deal as that it's Disney farming out their creative process to everybody else. I know there's a term out there. I just can't remember it right now. I just can't remember the term. Well, that's all I had today. So we still got I got at least 15 minutes to kill. So let's see. Let's talk a little bit. I got no monologues either. Got no monologues. The lack of sleep did not spur a decent monologue. Dick talk. Dick talk. I'm surprised there isn't a dick talk already. Anyway, well, let's go over the rest of the week then. See what we got going on here. No streams tonight because I have to go shopping, and then I have to first make dinner when I get home, and then I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna probably pass out for a couple hours before I play some games later on tonight with the guys or something. So no stream tonight. Let's see. Tomorrow, no plans as of yet. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I know we got Ball Busters, Dermot Karaoke. Dermot Karaoke singing the Christmas ballads. I'm sure you guys will have some fun with that. Then Drive-In, Scrooge. Saturday Night Co-op. I think it's private play again. We might be doing more Kingdoms Reborn. I did a really good game the past couple of nights. I've kind of hit a roadblock again. I didn't execute properly in some cases. I gotta plan my expansion and my food better. That's the problem. I think I need to have moments where I stop expanding and really let my food surplus build up. Is what I need to do. Because I ran late last night into a food crisis for a hot minute. I had plenty of money. I was able to buy some food until the harvesting could begin. But I gotta rethink that. I gotta rethink that. Oh yeah, reminder. Thank you, Legatus. Reminder, guys, go to the post tab on the channel page. Vote for. You have until end of roundtable this Sunday to submit your suggestions for chat choice movies for fourth quarter 2025 for Drive-In. It's Christmas themed. We've only got a couple there, so we need a few more. Could use a few more. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It just takes a reply to that post. That's all you got to do. Link is right there. Thank you, Legatus. And let's see. So do Sunday roundtable 3 p.m. Eastern. Also Anime Odyssey. I think at 7 p.m. I think it's at 7. I think that's what Dermy. Hopefully, Dermy's schedule will improve. We can go back to doing it during the week, so I can have my break between Roundtable and Wormhole Watch on Sundays. And then, of course, join us on Monday for the next episode of Doctor Who Cares Reviews as we suffer the land between the war and the sea. Really? I didn't remove it. I did not. I haven't touched it. Well, go re-reply. I thought I saw more replies than there were when I went by last night to look. Because I haven't looked at the list yet. I just looked at how many replies there are in studio, and I thought there were more. So I'm sorry, Dash. Go put that back there. We do not monkey with the list. You guys know I don't monkey with it. So I do not monkey with it. So go do it again. That's YouTube bullshit right there. That is YouTube bullshit. Trust me, it is. Okay. Anything else? Do I have anything else I want to announce? I think I sort of announced it yesterday. I'll remind you guys. Yeah. Oh, all right, guys. You don't need to do all right. You don't need to put links in there. Just do the title and the year. You guys don't need to put don't put links in there. Just do the title and the year, because I'm capable of finding a movie as long as you give me the title and the year it was made. If it's a movie I've never heard of before, that's all you have to do. Don't put links in there. Don't put links in there. Just put the title. I should add that to the post description. Just the title and the year. We'll find it. I'll find it. No problem. I know how to find a movie. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So if links might be a problem, if links might because of a problem, just put the title in the year. That's all you got to do. So reminder, I believe we're trying to put this together. New Year's Eve, Ballbusters Gaming, Among Us. Yeah. That's going to be loud and angry. But it's New Year's Eve, so we can be as loud as angry as we want. Everybody be awake. So join us for that. And I guess we're going to try and play through midnight. I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, to appear without the link. Okay. Yeah, so don't put links in there, guys. Don't bother with links. Let me fix this. I don't like what I just did with the hat. Put it back behind me. Okay, yeah, but now the ball is there. So I keep moving it. Anyway, all right. So New Year's Eve, Ballbusters Gaming, Among Us. As soon as we're past Christmas, I guess we'll return to gaming streams here myself. Get those as well. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? I got nothing else to talk about. I mean, my mind was locked in on the topics today, and I'm tired, so I'm kind of hanging on here. I don't want to end. I want to give you guys another 10 minutes of content. I really do. I really do. I want to make sure you guys get your full hours worth at least, or at least up as close as I can get to it. And that's the problem when I'm left to my own devices. I only get a couple of things. When you guys don't have anything you want to talk about or watch or look at or have me look at or watch, kind of run at that's the format of the show. Unfortunately, when we run out of stuff, we run out of stuff. Anyway, is there anything I could talk about? I guess I'll do a quick. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if there's supposed to be a Doomsday trailer today. That we could watch. Doomsday trailer. Let's see if it's happening yet. If it was happening, well, Supergirl didn't trend. Let me go over here. Doomsday trailer. I'm looking. I'm looking. I don't think there's a God, these shit. I'm looking at now the Supergirl reactions. They really think this is great. They think the Supergirl teaser is fantastic. They think it's fantastic. They think she's so perfect. They think they think the Tom King Supergirl comic is the best thing in the world. Shills really are disgusting creatures in these stands. They really are. They really are horrible people. And now they're saying, oh, one guy here. Supergirl's already better than Superman. The trailer is better. The cinematography is better. Everything is better. They are worthless. They really are worthless in the moment in order to push something forward. They really will. They really will. It's disgusting. They say Supergirl's currently under 2 hours. Thank God for that, at least. Jeez. This is so dumb. I guess I know I've ranted before about the mentality of stands. But I look at this and I have to wonder when you look at the trailer, and I encourage you to go watch the trailer, go watch it for yourself. I wonder, what is your brain chemistry if you look at that Supergirl trailer and think that that's hot and that's great and it makes you excited? Is it because you want to fuck Millie Alcock? Is that the only reason? Or is it because you must defend Big Corpo? You must defend the DCU. You must defend James Gunn. That's what I wonder. What makes the person tick who sees that trailer and thinks it's good? Thinks it's the way things should be going? Thinks that pissing on Superman's image is a good idea? Is a good idea for anything? So I don't think the Doomsday trailer is here yet. Let's do a quick search. Doomsday trailer. Okay, there's not happening. A Doomsday trailer is not happening. All right, so I might as well bring this up. Might as well bring this up right here, right now. No, wait, I'm on Firefox. Shit. Hang on. Switch it. Almost made the boo-boo. Almost made the boo-boo. Because StreamYard's is dick when it comes to Firefox now. All right, let's bring this up. All right. So we thought we might get a Doomsday trailer today. Marvel Studios released the trailer currently. Avengers Doomsday is currently in post-production. Movie release next in 2027. While previously been reported for Avengers Doomsday trailer is attached to screenings after Fire Nash, rumors swelled online early this week that it would be released online early, believing today. However, it's not the case. Trailer is believed to release today, according to fucker Daniel Rickman. I don't believe Daniel Rickman at all. We'll probably get the trailer next week then. We'll get the trailer next week when it's released with Avatar. So okay, there is. I was holding on a little bit here because I thought we might get the Doomsday trailer, but we are apparently not going to get the Doomsday trailer today. It's not so much that. Ever since House of the Dragon, there are people who think that Millie Alcock is incredible. I was never particularly taken by her. One, I try not to really get that attracted to 20-year-olds. I try not to because that makes me a dirty old man. I mean, I can admit, right? I mean, if I have to pick one right now, I pick Daphne Keene. She turned into a smoke show. And I cannot deny that she's fucking hot. But Millie Alcock, I've always said Millie Alcock looks like she looks 5 years younger than she is. And something about her isn't particularly appealing to me. And I'm not going to say she's mid. I'm just saying she's not as super hot as they all want us to think she is. About as interested as you are in Zootopia 3, my furry friend. But yeah, honestly, I would have loved if the Mando Grogu trailer had dropped today as it intended, because that's content. Now we might get the Mando Grogu movie tomorrow. Yeah, honestly, same thing. I don't find Emilia Clarke that hot either. I do not. I don't find Emilia Clarke hot. But people liked Millie Alcock because she showed up drunk to an awards show. She was drunk and high. Oh, look at her. She's hip. She's cool. And she hasn't, once again, what has Millie Alcock done except House of the Dragon? Half a season of House of the Dragon. We looked at her filmography, her resume. She hasn't done much. She's been around for a few years. She hasn't done much. This is her first thing where she's front and center, and she has to carry this movie. And I don't think she can. I really don't. I really do not think. But I would say that it's not so much Hollywood trying to tell us she's hot. I will put it forward that they're trying to make her a big thing, the next big thing. I will say that there's definite movement to try and have her be the most important thing up next. Either way, it's just not. This whole thing for Supergirl is going to be heavily. The balance will be tipped in certain ways because of the Millie Alcock symptom. Because the simps for Millie Alcock are going to work overtime. And Warner's DC, whoever you want to say is going to be in charge at this point, they're going to work overtime with this marketing. It's going to be as big, possibly bigger than Superman, because they need this movie to work. They need Supergirl to hit every single point next year. They need it because Superman flopped. People want to pretend Superman. No, Superman didn't do well. It did not. We know it didn't. We've been over that over and over again. So, what we have here will be a situation of simps and shills telling us one thing. I mean, you go look at social media today. The dividing line is straight down the center. You got the people who are claiming this thing is great. Every part of it is art. That Tom King's comic is so perfect. It's perfectly updated. And then you have the other side, which I am on, saying, look at this thing. Look at this disrespectful piece of shit. But they don't see it because these people have been desensitized to what respect is. Desensitized completely to what respect is. And it's sad. it is really sad that people do not understand what respect means. You could criticize something. I'm not saying don't criticize things, don't talk poorly about things, but there's a respectful way to do it, and then there's the bullshit way to do it. And what we have now is a generation of people created by shills and all kind of stuff, these stands, who think that the disrespect they're doing is fine. It's appropriate. Especially if what they're pushing adheres to their agenda, their ideological beliefs. That's why I say challenge these people. Push back. Push back. Push back on them to make them defend their points because they never can. Never can defend their points. But we're going to see what breaks down. I'm going to still stand on the right. I'm going to stand on my point. Supergirl's cap is 450. Maybe a little over, but it's not going to reach even 600, which was Superman. How can a character less popular than the character it's a derivative of make more money this time? Or when the first, how can Supergirl make more money than Superman? It won't. It's not possible. All right. Well, I've rambled on enough for to get us over the hour, just to make sure we got there. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you, everybody, as always, for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. At the moment, let's make sure. At the moment, we are sitting. Sorry, I meant to do this. We are sitting at 4,100 subs. We did it. We got there. Lord, you know. Sorry, I cannot have snot be seen dripping out of my nose. It's disgusting. We made it to 4,100 subs. We didn't want to do it for a day or two there. Waffled a little bit. We're there now. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's see if we can get there. Where I thought we would be here last year, but we aren't. We are not. Well, yes, I have made a lot of videos. Some people have gotten here farther with less, but I make videos every day. So Sims for OnlyFans country can push it over Superman. That's a point. That is a point. That is a point there. That the urge to jerk off to Millie Alcock could push it higher. I don't know. Will they go see it over and over again? Because that's what gets you to a certain point. And well, it's not just that. All right, here in America, maybe, but the world. Will the world give a shit about Supergirl? They didn't give a shit about Superman. So that's what it hinges on. If the world didn't give a shit about Superman, all the Simps in America can come out. They're not going to equal the international number Supergirl needs. They're not going to equal that. My case for Supergirl doing poorly is if Superman didn't do well worldwide, internationally, how is it going? How is Supergirl going to do well? And I'll pose that question to the guys when we talk about it this weekend. I'll pose that question. See if my assumption is right. We'll find out, though. We'll find out in 6 months, 6.5 months. June 26th. Anyway. All right, guys. I'll do one more check. Stream elements. Nope. Okay, then. We're going to wrap it up then. Thank you guys for joining me. I can see my audio is fine. I'm here. StreamYards is showing that my audio is fine. I muted myself for half a second on a minute ago, but so I mean, we can't play the "We Can't Hear Me" game because I'm the only one here, and that doesn't work. So anyway, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it, guys. I'm gonna go struggle on until I can go get my new mattress, get another one, maybe get some sleep tonight. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this train going. And I will see you guys later on. Until then, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day.